going to teach you about birth control. So, first up is condoms, which are effective at both preventing STIs and STDs and pregnancy. They come in external and internal forms. The external form goes around the penis, and the internal form goes inside the vagina. The failure rate for external condoms is 13%, while the failure rate for internal condoms is 21%. They're usually made of latex or polyurethane, and best used with lube to prevent tearing. There are many hormonal methods, though they're only available for people who can get pregnant. They do not prevent STIs or STDs, so you're gonna need a condom in order to do that. They come in pill, patch, insertable ring, injectable, and implanted forms. There's a 7% failure rate for the pill, patch, and insertable ring, and a 4% failure rate for an injection. There's also implants and IUDs. The first one is the implant. It goes in your upper arm, under the skin, right about here, and it releases the same hormones as those found in birth control pills. The arm implant lasts about 3 years, and its failure rate is 0.1%. IUDs goes inside the uterus and can come in hormonal or copper form. The hormonal IUD lasts 3 to 5 years, and its failure rate is 0.1 to 0.4%. And the copper IUD lasts 10 years, and its failure rate is 0.8%. It's effective because it removes the human error aspect. As for barrier methods, they're inserted into the vagina and placed against the cervix before sex. They must be used with spermicide in order to be effective, though spermicide may cause irritation to the vagina. There's the diaphragm, which has a failure rate of 13 to 17%, and the cervical cap, that has a failure rate of 18%, and also the contraceptive sponge, which has a failure rate of 17%. There's also surgical methods, such as the vasectomy, which are available for those who can get others pregnant. This one's reversible, though it's harder to reverse the longer it's been since the original procedure. It involves cutting, tying, or sealing both vas deferens in order to prevent sperm from combining with semen. This patient must submit at least 2 semen samples 2 to 4 months after surgery and ejaculate at least 20 times to ensure no sperm remains. The failure rate is 0.15%. There's lots of options for permanent methods of sterilizations for those who can get pregnant, but for now we're going to just focus on tubal ligation. It involves cutting, tying, or removing a section of the fallopian tube in order to prevent eggs from passing from the ovaries to the uterus. The failure rate is 0.5%. There's also emergency contraceptives, which are not the same as abortion and will not affect an established pregnancy. They're used when other birth control methods fail and are effective within 72 hours of unprotected sex. Despite being called the morning after pill, a person doesn't need to wait 24 hours to take it. In fact, the sooner it's taken, the better. And they shouldn't be used instead of traditional birth control methods because there are some heavy side effects. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you.